So we got a lot of news to cover this morning, my friends. This is what, Thursday? Thursday the 13th of July. We got a lot of stuff going on. A little bit of catching up to do with you guys with the whole situation with Microsoft and Activision. We're going to be talking about as well. It's really getting interesting, man. It's like it's moving quick. So we got a couple different things to talk about. If you guys do enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. I do definitely thank you guys for all the support on the previous news videos we've been doing the past week or two. There's been a lot of support there. So if you do enjoy this kind of content, you want to see more of it, be sure to support the content just by leaving a like, subscribing, whatever you see fit. Or if you dislike it, let me know why so I can improve the content in the future. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So we got, like I said, a few different things to talk about. First things first, we're gonna do some of this a little bit more rapid fire because there's a little bit of smaller stuff, but still significant. So let's go ahead, jump straight into it, throw it up on screen. Simone Bailey, if I'm pronouncing her name right, I believe she was the former actress for a voice actress for, I think, a cop in the previous Need for Speed Most Wanted. She posted that apparently Need for Speed Most Wanted Remake is being released in 2024. She's like and comment if you want to see Cross, Dean McKenzie, and his partner, Simone Bailey, hunt down the Most Wanted. And then she tagged EA and a bunch of other, corresponding accounts. And then, a bunch of hashtags like Need for Speed Most Wanted and Need for Speed Most Wanted Remake. And then it was taken down. It was deleted. I guess it was an Insta post and a tweet, and it was deleted. So I think that there's a good chance that she accidentally leaked this, not knowing that this was not supposed to go out yet. Sometimes this happens with a lot of these actors and actresses, especially when it has to do with the gaming world. If they're not very familiar with the gaming world, if they're people that kind of pop into certain games here and there. Not guys like Troy Baker or let's say like Ashley Johnson. I know I'm just thinking of like in terms of The Last of Us right now for some reason, but you know what I mean, right? People that are really, really familiar with the whole gaming world. That's a possibility. So anyways, very interesting. Let me know in the comments below, would you guys like to see a Need for Speed Most Wanted Remake? I mean, that was one of the greatest Need for Speed, so I think that'd be great. I would be on board with that personally. So hopefully, moving on from that, we got a little bit of news regarding Final Fantasy 16. Apparently, maybe some potential DLC. So in a recent interview with Game Braves, Yoshida explained, as you know, going into Final Fantasy 16, the one thing that we wanted to create was a full, complete story, something that you can enjoy from beginning to end 100% without any DLC. And I think we were able to do that, and I agree. It was a solid game. A lot of you guys have been commenting on my reaction and on my review, giving your own thoughts on how it ended and just kind of the whole story there. Anyways, but now we understand we're getting feedback from players that have played the game, and lots of players want to see more. And we know that and understand that. For us, we're taking that and then thinking about our options moving forward. So hopefully in the future, we can have something that we can give to you all. So again, basically, they're just considering some DLC. And I think based on the feedback, they see a lot of the reception, and it's fairly positive. I think for the most part, it's fairly positive. There are mixed reviews, mixed opinions, but I think for the most part, it's fairly positive. So, who knows? We're, hopefully, most likely, I would say we're going to get probably some DLC. We did for other Final Fantasy games. I don't see why we wouldn't for this one. I think it's likely, and I hope so, because a lot of players, myself included, we want to see more of this world, man, because especially the way it ended, again, just look at the comment section on my ending reaction to Final Fantasy 16, and everybody is like at odds. Everybody's like, no this, no that, no this, no that. Like, it's crazy. There's so many people theorizing. It's nuts. Like, everybody's just really into the story, and especially how it ended. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys here, and please don't in the comment section for anyone who hasn't played it. But if you want to talk about the ending, go to my ending reaction video and you can join the conversation. There's like hundreds and hundreds of people over there. It's been good. Next up, we got a little bit of news regarding the next Call of Duty game, which is going to be next year's Treyarch game, apparently. And that there's a character that has been named, and an actor who I guess is playing said character, who has posted videos and images on Facebook saying that he's playing this character named Ratcliffe in next year's Treyarch's game. So I'll throw that up on screen. Luke Charles Stafford posted on Facebook, Activision decided to adapt their next main character, Ratcliffe, for Call of Duty off of my face/likeness, and I am elated. To all of my college roommates back at Anderson University and those years in Smith Hall playing Black Ops 2, next year we can beat the snot out of each other again, but I want to play as me. That's pretty crazy, you know. P.S. I think I will continue with the hairnet in public from now on. Completely unrelated, but I figured I'd read that part too. I'm basically just in the kind of the full body capture. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, but the full body capture device, machinery. What is it called? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. So apparently, I guess this is our first look. There's going to be a character that's based off of his face, and yeah, I guess the character's name is Ratcliffe. Doesn't really tell us a whole lot, but apparently the name suggests that the game may take place during the Gulf War. So that would be interesting. I would think so. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm intrigued. I love Treyarch's games. I think the last one was a little iffy. No wait, what was the last one? No, wait a minute. The last one was Cold War, wasn't it? Yeah, the last one was Cold War. What I was saying, Cold War was great. I liked Cold War. I think it could be better, but it was really solid. Treyarch's good. I like Treyarch, so I'm excited to see what next year's Call of Duty entails and whatnot. Now, speaking of Activision, well, we have some stuff to talk about in regards to this whole situation with Activision and with, you know, Microsoft and the whole acquisition. If you didn't see the previous video, go check it out. I'll try to remember to link it down in the description below so you guys can catch up to date with all the information. But essentially, Microsoft had won against the FTC, but I guess now the FTC turns around and they're like, well, hey, we're gonna file an appeal. So they're filing an appeal, it seems like, and you know, there's a whole situation there. How is that going to go down? I don't know. So basically, the FTC is choosing to appeal Judge Corley's decision. I'll throw it up on screen now via The Verge. The regulator needs the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to issue an emergency stay to extend the existing temporary restraining order that is set to expire at 11:59 p.m. Pacific on Friday, July 14th. It is not clear if the appeals court will even rule before the deal deadline on July 18th, potentially leaving the door open for Microsoft to close the Activision Blizzard deal on Monday or Tuesday without a restraining order in place. So they might be able to just kind of like, I guess, sneak by this appeal and avoid it completely, which is very interesting. I don't know the ins and outs and all the whole logistics and all the whole, you know, legal side of things, but very interesting. The district court's ruling makes crystal clear that this acquisition is good for both competition and consumers. Brad Smith, Microsoft vice chair and president, said in a statement to The Verge, "We're disappointed that the FTC is continuing to pursue what has become a demonstrably weak case, and we will oppose further efforts to delay the ability to move forward." So again, I mean, I don't see this having any kind of real bearing, to be honest with you guys. I'd be very, very, very surprised. But to kind of take it from there, Tom Warren also tweeted out, again, he's the senior editor at The Verge and has been covering this very, very well. He tweeted out about this as well, so I'll show you guys that. As expected, things are moving very quickly with the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard deal, and also says we'll get to hear the FTC's rationale for appeal today, and likely some form of response from the Ninth Circuit tomorrow ahead of the restraining order expiring at 11:59. If the FTC is not granted emergency relief, then Microsoft is free to close the Activision Blizzard deal over the weekend or on Monday. So we could actually get this, like, this could happen like at any point. Now, what's interesting, he actually notes one thing that I'll throw up on a different portion, but Activision Blizzard is actually going to be removed from the NASDAQ 100 index prior to the market open on Monday, July 17th, which also indicates that Microsoft and Activision are getting ready to close. Because at that point, Activision's not really their own thing anymore. They're going to be under the Microsoft umbrella, right? I thought that was pretty crazy. So this was posted on yesterday, July 12th, that the trade desk, it was announced that the trade desk, the NASDAQ TTD, will become a component of the NASDAQ 100 index. Anyways, it goes on to say basically that Activision Blizzard is going to be removed from it, essentially. That's essentially what it's saying. So pretty crazy stuff, man. I mean, like, listen, here's the thing. Again, if essentially they can close, Microsoft and Activision can close this deal after 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on Friday, right? Which is going to be what, July 14th, tomorrow at the time of recording this. If there is no TRO in place, and if they've been able to resolve the CMA situation, because there's a whole CMA situation. Again, I'm not going to go over that again. We talked about that in the other video, but if they can get through that, then we're pretty much golden, and we're going to be able to close, you know, this whole thing, and that's going to be it. It's going to be in the history books at that point. It's going to be Microsoft's going to own Activision, and that's going to be that. So I don't know. It's shaping up to be very, very, very interesting. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all this. I think it's pretty insane, and it's very interesting how this whole thing has been playing out. But we could see this closed as soon as, like, you know, over the weekend, like by Monday, Tuesday, you know. So it's pretty insane. So I'll leave you with one last kind of tidbit as we close out this video. If you do enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, my friends. We've been streaming a lot on Kick. I'm going to throw up on screen the PS5 most played games this month, so you guys can see what has been the most played games on PS5, because Sony actually posted that. So we'll kind of end it with that. It's not big news, but I'll throw it up on screen. You can take a look at it as we kind of close this out. Diablo 4 sitting at the top, Final Fantasy 16 sitting number 2 for both the EU and North America, which is very interesting. Then it starts to kind of shift a little bit on position number 3, and again, you can see the rest of the list. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, we've been streaming a lot, multi-streaming here, but also on Kick. Some exclusive streams over on Kick when I just, you know, want to do last-minute streams, or maybe sometimes I stream playing music live. I create my own music as well, so if you don't know that, that's all linked in the description below. But let me know what you think about all this news. What's the most interesting thing of the day? Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys soon in another one. Stay safe, stay well. Until then, game on. And you know what, by the way, Monday or tomorrow, whenever we get news about this whole Microsoft Activision thing, I'll let you guys know, because it's going to be big. It's going to be big, whatever happens, whether it gets delayed more or if they finally close, it's going to be nuts. So see you soon. Till then, game on. Hey you, what are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army. Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is going to fade. That's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.